Alright, hello, it is I, Destro the God. I am back, and it is time for us to play ourselves some Siralim Ultimate. So, in the last video, spoiler alert, I died. So, we're going to play some Iron Man mode, and we're going to go ahead and have some fun, hopefully, with it. So, as it's in the title, I did manage to get my botting script working super nicely. So, yeah, we're in a pretty good spot here, and this should be pretty chill. I'm going to go ahead and play Reaver again. I really think Reaver's fun. I think I just need to avoid, playing against, like Masters, Realm Masters, and I think I'll be fine. So, yeah. What do we start with for currency? Yeah, we don't really care too much about that, but we do want to start this maximum project immediately. And I guess we can go ahead and forge ourselves some artifacts. I'm thinking probably defense is the better one. Maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but we're gonna go for a defense anyway. And let's upgrade them, and yeah. Cool. Okay, so the fun part. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do this. So, caustic reactor. I guess I could do random. I haven't tried really random per se, but I guess I could technically do random. I probably want to go to places though, with creatures that I want, and I do want to get the int again. So let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and play. And so this is the script. This is the final iteration of it. Let me make sure I also get committed. Anything here? Git commit. Final to do for now. All right. I just want to make sure I push all my changes, and we're gonna run it. And so yeah, this is how the script runs now. It is actually incredibly good. I'm actually extremely proud of how it turned out. As you can see, I've got the combat handling in there, and I'm dying in combat, so clearly I need to do some stuff here to not die in combat. I might have to actually do some fights. Why did I die in combat there? You know what it is? It's because these creatures suck. That's what it is. Okay. Well, you know, that's how it goes. I'm going to... Okay, I need to get some creatures that don't suck, so clearly I can't beat the Ent. I need to go Eternity's End. I'm going to do the Eternity's End because I know I can get the Amaranths, and that'll work. I wonder if it had Champion, and I just literally couldn't kill it because it has Champion. That's not impossible either. But yeah, whatever. So, the idea is hopefully with this bot that my character composition is really good, and I set the macros up, and I have them use the macros, and so my characters can be anything. But as you can see, the bot is fully functional. It works now. It's not the best at picking up objects. I have spent so much time trying to get all of the little features perfect here, and that is just unfortunately one of those features that I cannot get the AI to develop. I'd have to write it by hand, and so because this was mostly a vibe coding project, I'm not... I say vibe coding, I did have to code some things myself, but I would say 99% of the code I did not write. Very little code that I wrote, and there was actually the one thing that I wrote the most code on was the border detection. Oh, that's really good. The border detection system I actually ended up scrapping, so yeah, that's how that went. I'm going to go ahead here, and I'm going to actually end the script, because I want to fight these creatures first, so I can level up before I die. The script is good, but we can't rely on it too much just yet until I get these creatures, I feel like, so... Let me get my creatures together, and then we'll go from there. Thorns. I think I'm probably okay with thorns. Yeah, it's going to get the kills. Okay, good. Okay, cool. All right. One nice thing about the script, too, is actually it restarts very fast. So even though I am restarting it, and, you know, it's engine, the slow part is exploring the darkness. It's actually very fast once you've explored an area. So you'll see it start zipping around a little bit. Every now and then. It's actually got some nice little move sequence logic there implemented, so when it knows spots, it'll actually go deal with those. So that's pretty good. It does handle combat. The logic, I mentioned it in my last stream. I implemented, I had the AI implemented exactly as described. Actually, did I? No, I did something different. I think I described it in the last video as I was going to have it just hold E down. So this game actually has a very convenient feature. All of the borders for everything, like the prompts and stuff that pop up on the screen, all of that stuff, like notifications, spell gems, all that. The background doing it is 15, 15, 15. So it's not quite FFFF, or sorry, I guess it's 000 for black. So it's not quite, all 6 zeros. So you can actually use that to tell if the screen stage has changed, because that color is, at least as far as I can tell in Caustic Reactor anyway, in that realm type, it is, it only pairs there. But yeah, like up here in this top right, this is 15, 15, 15 hex code. So very, very convenient. I don't know if we're going to be able to kill these guys, but we're going to try. Oh, cool. That's nice. Yeah, well, this is going to be some good loot if I can kill all of them. Wow, this is really nice. Oh, it's because my guys are level 3. And they're level 1, so yeah, I'm just going to kind of poop on them. This is really nice start. Fantastic. Wow, did I just get like 3 items? I didn't even pay enough attention there. Well, interesting. I'm going to go and restart. Oh, I don't need to restart it. So, excuse me. I did get the click to move working, but it's going to be a little bit more before I actually... it's going to be a little bit longer before I actually use it. It has some quirks. And one thing about it right now is that if you're in bot mode, it doesn't have click to move mode available. I'm going to also move my face down. It's something I've been meaning to do. I should probably put it like right here. If you're in bot mode, you can't use click to move. You can't use the click to move mode. So it's like handled by config properties that are hard coded, and I could use hotkeys to like change things, but I just didn't feel like coding it. I'm like ready to just show off the script at this point and show off how magnificent it is. And I'm also ready to be done developing it, because I have, like I said, I've been trying to fine tune it to be like super perfect, and I'm really just at the limit of what AI can do. Like, you can't get the border calculation perfectly. You can't get the object detection perfect. There's just a whole bunch of other little like quirks and stuff. Treasure Golem, 6-1. Wow, that's very nice. Oh, he escaped. Well, that happens. I guess I'll go ahead and kill this dude. Yeah, sure, why not? Or I'll get killed by this dude. I should be like 3 levels higher, so there's no way I lose, right? Yeah. Okay, thank God. Okay. We can go do this too. And yeah, so a bunch of other little things. I was trying to make a to-do list, but I'll probably build it up over time for things in the future. Once AI is better, I'll probably rework on this some more, but I think it's kind of at its limit. The big problem is that even though Google Gemini Pro is really good, we're getting to a point now where it's like, okay, your function is like, I think it's the real problem with AI right now, like the ones that are free and available, even though Gemini Pro is so good, is there's just a limit to how good they can be, right? Let me actually think here what I want to do. Wow, nuggets, I'm at 60%. That's pretty freaking high, actually. Interesting. I got the planetary amaranth. Let's grab that, and then I don't want to get anything I'm not gonna like really use. So I don't want anything else, I don't think. I know I want the Vikings eventually. I need to get the Path of the Damned, Kingdom of Heretics. I need the Doom card, so we're gonna go for that. Agile should be easy. But yeah, anyways, I think that so Google Gemini Pro is good, and I think most AI is gonna kind of hitting this like wall right now. I mean, I'm sure we'll get over it to some extent in the future. I just don't know if it's gonna be like a public thing or whatever. But the main thing is that when you're working on something with AI, right, there's just a limit to how much it can factor into like its problem solving, right? There's only so many things it can consider. And obviously the human brain is a lot better at this, at figuring out all these circumstances. But I wonder like when we're going to get to a point, if ever, that like the free public models can kind of reason to the same level as humans, right? So for instance, I was trying to implement some feature. I was trying to think of what there's just a lot of features. Just the pathfinding in general, it'll just not work, right? My character will just spaz out. He'll go in a wall and he'll just like go back and forth here or something. Like you get some kind of behavior like this. You're like, why is he doing this? And like it'll the AI, like, it does what it does, right? It'll go in the functions and it'll look for issues and it'll try to debug. But the problem will not be even, literally, uh, that the function is wrong. The issue is that some other function, right, is changing a data variable that the function uses, and so, but that kind of stuff can like show up in logs, and so it can still be kind of good. Why am I exploring by hand, by the way? That kind of stuff can show up in logs, and yeah, and so like that can show up in logs, and then it can pick up a lot of stuff, and then it can kind of debug that kind of stuff. But there's still limitations to that. But where it really gets it is like this game, for instance, right? Every time you move, there's like a little delay before your character finishes movement and stuff, and so there's like config values based that have settings based on like how long it takes for action to complete, and it's like it never is gonna figure out like, oh, maybe the screen. Actually, it did one time in a very specific case from the logs, because I had gave it some super detailed logs. It suggested that maybe my like action, like the screen refresh rate or some shit, whatever, like the screen reread rate or whatever. It was like, okay, maybe your screen read rate or whatever is, even that prompt is 15, 15, 15, by the way, background. They're all 15, 15, 15. But anyways, yeah, it was saying like, like after you complete the move, it had some value in the config of like, maybe it was like 0.1 or something. It needed to be like 0.3, and it did point that out. And that was pretty clever. So it's just like, right now it's like the reasoning, it's just like a certain number of parameters is like kind of narrow scope, right? And so I was talking to a good friend of mine about this earlier today, and it's kind of like, I see people talk about AI, and it's like, okay, AI is like 10 to the sixth, exponents or like neurons or whatever, and human intelligence is like 10 to the ninth, right? And so it's just like, what does it take to get to like 10 to the ninth? And then the other dilemma is really like, okay, we have problems where it's like, if you throw a million humans at it, eventually, like infinite time and infinite humans at it, then yes, the humans can solve it. But then there's also problems where we think, okay, even if you throw an infinite number of humans at something for an infinite number of like, years, is this something that humans can ever solve, right? Like, fourth dimensional travel, teleportation, traveling salesman problem. Like, these are problems that just makes you think like, okay, are these things that humans will ever be able to? Are these can't be? Oh, these are knights. Okay, like these are things that are super hard problems that you don't, you look at and you're like, okay, well, where do you even start with like solving that, right? So really, it's going to be, you're going to have to build up to it by developing a very strong foundation of science that gets you all the way up to that point. I didn't mean to even start this fight, but I mean, I did, but I didn't want to fight a creature master. That's the problem with this realm, is I don't want to fight those dudes because I'm going to mix them up with creature masters and it's going to fuck me up. So, but yeah, so yeah, it's definitely really good. I'm curious to see how it goes when you go from 10 to 6 to 10 to the 9th. I also am concerned though that these higher power models, like, yes, it's, models are getting better from technologically algorithmically, they're getting better, and then also we're getting more better hardware that can like run them. But I feel like there's limits to both of those, and it's gonna be difficult to, like, even though that they like we're scaling so well right now, I don't know, like, is it gonna scale enough to give everybody access to like human level intelligence? It's kind of weird because it's kind of always been like a thing, like human level intelligence. Is that science fiction, or is that something that can really happen? And it's like, we're kind of getting to a point where it's like, maybe it's actually, maybe it's not science fiction. So, maybe I'll get a Terror White. I don't know. I think about him. I don't like my characters dying. But I know what you can do with this is you can set up like reviving situations and then use that to like get him stronger. I don't know. I don't know if I really want to deal with that right now, though. So, I'm going to go get the Nephilim Warrior. I just think I have to get him. He's just too strong. He's too strong. Can't avoid him. I'm going to go fight this champion. The champions do give a little bit of trouble to me, but I don't have the macros. There's no macro that I know of anyway that allows you to tell that these guys are invulnerable, right? Like, I don't know, is there, like, if it had infinite defense maybe, don't know. I'd have to double check. But next time I'll have to look. But if I need like some kind of parameter to tell that it's literally invulnerable, and then we can go do that. They do 90% less damage with attacks. Yeah, that's pretty noticeable right now. I need spells. The good news is that my damage goes up every turn. The bad news is I don't see the health bar here. And if this dude dies, I feel like we're definitely losing this battle. Maybe I should start provoking here. There we go. I'm gonna have to attack with him. Oh shit. I really wanted to provoke with the Amaranth. I kind of misplayed that, so I don't know if the Amaranth is gonna win this. I think he might lose. I probably should have killed the Nephilim first. I can't believe I'm gonna lose again. Wow, that's pretty impressive actually. Okay, let's go again. Excuse me. Iron Man. I can't believe I'm actually losing Iron Man like this. Okay, I need to be like intelligent here. So I spent a lot of time talking there, and I'm getting kind of creamed right now, and it's a little embarrassing, but we're gonna go ahead and I am on fucking normal. Jesus, was there a patch? Did they make it harder? Okay. I am in the wrong area too. I need to not be here, I don't think. Oh, this is the wrong area. Man, I'm just gonna grab 6 creatures probably, so I can get all my creatures I need. And then we'll go here. I'm gonna run my bot and we can do this. So, yeah, so, I mean, and oh, like exploring the darkness, I was trying to get it to do this faster. I mean, it's pretty fast now. You know, it's not like the worst. It could be so much worse, but obviously it could be so much better. So, it's just, it tries, it fails. Yeah, I kind of think I've kind of gotten close to explaining it, but yeah, it's really just the reasoning, right? You know, my prompt with my whole code base is like 50,000 tokens. It's like 60,000, like 58,000 ish. It ranges, right? So it's like 60,000 tokens, and you know, when you use 60,000 tokens just to tell what your code base is, you already are losing basically all of the logical capabilities of the AI model, right? It's like, you know, you have to be at like, the sweet spot is, I would say, under 50,000 for actually getting useful, good, high quality responses. 80,000 is like the absolute limit for Gemini Pro before you start getting like nonsense. 50,000 is like, you know, pretty good, and if you can somehow get below like, you know, 32,000, I guess, which is like the old values kind of, then you're gonna get really, really good results. So. That's just how that is, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? So, I am pretty much done, though, with the coding of this app. I mean, it works good enough, right? Obviously, I want it better, but it's going to be too much work. I mean, it's not too much work, it's just, I say too much work. The AI is doing most of the work, right? I mean, I have to copy-paste the prompts over and apply them and then test, and then, like, make sure there's no, like, regressions. That's kind of the annoying part, right? If I could have AI do all that, like, you know, that would be great. Like, if you Cursor or Windsurf or that, whatever the hell these, you know, vibe coding tools are, if they could, like, you know, copy paste the code into my code base for me, but I need them to link up to Gemini API, like a Gemini Pro model, and not like charge me API fees. And then that was another conversation I had. If I can get like Gemini Pro level, like, you know, my computer for free, and I could integrate it with like Cursor, and then I could, like, you know, have Cursor even test the changes. That'd be fantastic. So, so sometimes it'll pause for a sec because it's trying to look for the tau. It's got to think, but it actually has, at least in all of my testing, and many times, it has 100% success rate to find every single tau. So it's actually going to find every tau. And I mean, what can I say, right? It's just very good to be able to find every tau. Oh, so these dudes actually does have the Nephilims. So I didn't go to, I went here, it's the wrong spot, but it's actually not that bad. These are creatures that I want to, so it's pretty solid. So yeah, once AI is, I'd say for me to start working on this again, we need like, you know, perfect perfect performance, right? Up to like 128k tokens. I mean, honestly, I mean, with my code base being 50k, it constantly went up to like 90k. Like, you really couldn't even have like a back and forth conversation when I have my whole code base in there most of the time. And I also have it outputting full files, so that was a really big deal too. I think it's done. I think it's actually done. I'm gonna go ahead and there's more. Okay, well, whatever. At this point, I'm just gonna go ahead and finish it up. So, not a big deal. It would have actually come over here. It just, the further the towel is, right, it has to go, like, it goes through a loop to find all the towels, right? So the further a towel is, the longer it's going to take before it actually finds the towel, or gets the towel. Like, finds it and gets to it. Okay, this is kind of scary, actually. This castle dude is usually pretty insane. Doing his great attacks. Each enemy for 200% normal damage. Damn! That's pretty insane, actually. Ooh, I think I actually am able to summon it now, just from that. Like, I think it's summonable now, which is kind of interesting. Did I lose that rain? I lost the one where I had the treasure golem. Damn, that is crazy, man. That's suck in this game. I think I can beat him just because I'm over leveled. And I'm mending, which is the insanely overpowered buff in the early game, it feels like, so. Alright, cool. But yeah, it would be really nice if it did all the object detection, so I don't have to do like what I'm doing right now, but I mean, it is what it is, right? I'm doing the best I can. The annoying part is exploring all the dark towels. Once you know where everything's at, it's not nearly as annoying, in my opinion. So that's just how I feel about that. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's like everything. Okay. I'm gonna summon like everything here that I just got. Can I get the... Oh, I can't get him. I actually can't get the dude. Dang, I was really hoping I could get that pandemonium thing. It's unfortunate. Okay. I think that's good enough. I got all these creatures. Let's go get the int. And we want to get the Doom Guard after that, so let's get the end. Just use the script. So, I mean, technically exploring by hand is, you know, a little bit faster than this, but it is nice to be able to give my wrist a break and just, you know, let it do the preliminary investigation of an area for me. So that's pretty nice. But yeah, so there's stand as one. Definitely interesting one. Oh, did I start the max projects? I don't think I started the maximum projects project. I should have did that. That's kind of annoying, actually, because that's something you definitely want to get a head start on early. Oh well. It is what it is. I'm hoping that if I just avoid the creature masters, though, I'm not going to have to deal with any, you know, ridiculousness is the plan, so we'll see. I gotta decide what traits I want on these creatures. I mean, that's really painful. I kind of want to, yeah, I want to keep Reaver. Should I have just done, I kind of want to do Pyromancer, but I want to keep the Reaver creatures, right? That's how I kind of feel about it. But at the same time, I feel like Reaver's probably fine as long as I don't fight a Creature Master. The Creature Masters are what are going to kill me. Those dudes are crazy strong. At the same time, there's also creatures that just have, your creature just dies. Like, there's death spells that do that, which is actually insane, that is a thing, but it'll be resolved if I can get, like, minor. So that's kind of the annoying thing about this. If I was a non-Iron Man, I would definitely just grind until I get a Resurrection spell, right? Resurrection is just an essential spell. You just need it, right? It's just mandatory. So I would grind until I got that, and then that would alleviate a lot of issues. So, but, oh well. It is what it is. It really is what it is. So yeah, I don't really have too much else to add. I did just want to show off the body again a little bit more. I'm gonna play this more over the weekend, but I've spent so much time. I have. I'm not. I don't want to say like neglected work because I've definitely been at work working, but I just feel like normally I'll go to work and I'll do like the 16-hour shift so I can not have to go in on Friday and stuff like that. And I definitely didn't do a 16-hour shift this week at all. At the same time, we did have Memorial Day, which kind of threw me off, but yeah, I think tomorrow I'm gonna end up having to work like 12 hours or something like that. Maybe even 13? I think it's 13. Yeah. Yeah, I think I gotta work 13 hours tomorrow. So it's gonna be a very long day for me tomorrow. If I don't want to go in on Saturday. And I don't want to go in on Saturday. So I'm probably just gonna do the long Friday. It's been a while since I've done a long Friday, but I'm gonna not want to do a long Friday ever again after I do this long Friday. But again, I did have Memorial Day, which is what my wife told me. So that kind of, and I don't know. I've spent so much time. It's so weird too. It's like I'm neglecting my programming job so I can program at home. It's weird because this is all. It's all job training too, to be honest. Like I've learned so much Python from this. So one of the languages I just never formally learned or like did classes for or anything was Python, and my job uses a lot of Python. So this has been very useful for me to just get better, I guess, at my job too. So I don't know. It's nice when you have a programming project that helps you out. Now, have I been coding by hand? No, I haven't really been coding by hand, but I've had a lot of exposure to Python code. I learned things like just, the if, like, I didn't even know you could do this. Like, if not variable. Like, that shit's fire in Python. I'm starting to like it. I don't like the lack of braces, but, like, it's still annoying when you look at the end of a function and you're just like, well, I don't fucking know, like, based on the tabbing, if this is a new function right here that we're about to go into, or, blah, 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 or, like, if this is, or you don't know if there's like 8 levels of like nesting, you're like, which part of the function is associated with. But I guess with braces, the reason it works with braces is because there's colors on the braces, and so I know exactly where to start and end is. It seems like VS Code. I'm gonna go ahead and look now. Actually, when you click inside of a function, no, it doesn't really tell you. No, it does tell you. Oh, it does highlight it in Python. So it does highlight. Yeah. If you go to the end of the line, or is it? Nope. If you click anywhere in the line in Python, it actually gives you a little highlight. I was thinking how is that able to tell so easily? I didn't notice that, like consciously, or maybe I did and kind of forgot. But yeah, the way it highlights the lines is actually very useful, I would say. But yeah, I think braces are still superior, so it is what it is. Can be braces, but it's actually not that bad, I would say. Now I'm starting to get used to it a little bit more, but I do prefer braces still. It's like, just, I don't know, it feels comfortable, so. But yeah, so this is gonna be, I don't know what composition I'm gonna go for. Do I go for the same composition as last time? I feel like I shouldn't because it got pooped on. So I don't know. I feel like the problem with it last time though was that again I didn't have minor resurrection, and healing would be really good. Should I go for the healing? I can get the orphan and it gives all my creatures the power to heal, but I feel like I need not healing. I need resurrection, which is better. Where is this last fire at? So this is also another thing about, oh, there it is. This is another thing about having my zoom set to 1 times, and I'm also on a 4K monitor. So, this is pretty solid. I wonder, is this centered? It is centered, good. So I can see the whole screen. So that's pretty nice. Ebony Ent's gonna be huge. We're gonna want this. actually huge. I don't really care about this too much, and I don't care about that too much. I don't care about. I mean, this one could be cool, but only if I was like, you know, doing something with it. I don't think. Yeah, I didn't get this. Damn. All right. So what are we doing here? Excuse me. Oh, I have to go get the anaconda thing too next. So I think I reorder. Let's go and reorder a little bit here. So I'm gonna put the tanky dudes like here. This dude's gonna have to go eventually. Let's go get the anaconda or the apocalypse. I keep saying anaconda. The apocalypse. It was under the Great Pandemonium. Right, yeah, it is. So. Yeah. It's being right here against the wall like this, man, it just gives me flashbacks. The border logic would not work no matter what. I don't know what it was. I think the problem with the border was not that the border code itself was wrong. I just feel like there was some other code that was interfering with the calculation of where the borders was. Or were. So what I was trying to do is I was trying, like, it's a very simple algorithm, right? So, and I'm sure it worked. I had the AI test it in multiple ways, like, by itself. And this is kind of what I mean with, like, the AI can't go beyond, and hell, I couldn't even go beyond, like, the confines of the function and figure out what the fuck was going on, right? But basically, like, if you take, so if you didn't know this, Siralim Ultimate, these realms are 66 by 66 tiles long. I measured it painstakingly. And so what you can actually do is you can take the shortest and basically the longest path in any given direction, you know, left, right, etc. From left to right and top to bottom, and you can take your, you know, basically your topmost and bottommost towel, and, you know, you can see the distance between them, and you can actually approximate mathematically where the border must be based off of, you know, that path, right? Because, you know, if it's 66 tiles long and you have, you know, your top and your bottommost tiles are 62 tiles away from each other, then you know that at most the border has to be 4 tiles above or below your topmost and bottommost tiles. So, bro, I'm gonna actually go ahead and, oh, there we go. I was gonna say I gotta, like, exit the script out for a second there. So the nice thing about the script, though, like I was saying, is it restarts really fast. So that's fucking amazing. I love that so much. It makes it so convenient that I can just restart the script, and it's faster than before because it doesn't prioritize, like, re-exploring areas it already did. And even when it does, because it's already been explored, like, it knows, right? The vision range right now is 26 tiles, so it's like fucking huge mini map that it creates. I think it actually is, like, for the first time fucking up. Okay. It might actually be fucked up here because of all these followers. I don't know if I have it set to 6 followers. I might have to fix that. It sometimes gets caught up in these little tight little areas like this, especially after I encounter a combat and I have to restart it and stuff. I'm gonna see if it can get out though. I do want to see if it can get out by itself, but it's generating so many logs. I'm not feeling optimistic. I think it's actually kind of fucked. The good thing is, though, there is a border, so it should eventually stop, but, yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead. So, it's not 100% perfect, you know, there's still some kinks to work out a little bit. If I go into combat, right, and I stop the script, and, you know, it's just, it's pretty, so it works better when it doesn't get interrupted, right? That's kind of how it is. And it also works better when you don't start it in, like, small passages. So there's, like, these weird little kinks. And I was thinking of, like, you know, that was genius, too, by the way. So that was fucking a lot of experience I just got on my creatures. But, yeah, so basically, like, the idea with genius, or not genius, the idea with the vision range is, like, if you get stuff like that, you can reduce the vision range down to, like, 3. And then what'll happen is, oh, well, I kind of fixed that already. So I guess that's kind of irrelevant. But basically, there's, like, a heuristic to actually tell if you moved. And it just literally looks at all the tiles on the screen, which is like 2,800 and something tiles, because it's fucking 26 by 26 matrix of tiles. So yeah, it does a lot of fucking comparisons there. And then it's like 99%. That's what I have it set to. 99% of the tiles are the same, right? Then that means you didn't move, right? So I can't believe it. Is it maybe just this layout is giving it difficulty or something? No, it just needed some more time to think. Okay. I would have been really surprised. Sometimes it, it needs a second to think like that. Because that towel, it was like top right. It needed some more time to get up there, but it looks like it's good now. Yeah, I don't know. That chest over there, it's just that really long, deep path like that. And it's, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if our follower count is set to 6. It might not be a count for followers. It shouldn't matter though, because followers are technically always going to be, they're going to get marked as walkable because my character is going to walk into my follower and he's going to succeed, right? So it should always mark those as walkable, but oh well. All right, I think it actually has explored every town now, so it's actually done now, like not bugging. So holy protection's interesting. Confusion. Oh no, not another master. Well, I should be alright with the masters for a little bit, but I need to definitely start getting into my head to like not fucking go do masters. It's gonna be a much bigger problem when there's like 6 unique monsters that they're mastering, and then because the problem is they get like the good monsters that like synergize with each other for like way higher levels than I have access to, right? So I don't even know what the fuck that was, but. Got a new creature type that popped up. Try to get that apocalypse. Okay, do this. This is when click to move would be really nice. All these little tight passages, but I guess my fucking wrist is adapted because I used to not be able to do these moves like I am. I'm fucking just going hard. I want to get one of these because I remember actually using one of those I think in the past just for fun. I want to just make creatures that I might want. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. I want to see where we at with this. Okay, not like no progress. I want to get some artifacts going for my characters, so I'm gonna get going on those, and let's see if we got any spells that are useful. I saw this. Your creatures gain shout. Wow. I mean, that is an extremely powerful spell right there. I would probably just use that every fucking time, right? Oh, I should get affliction. Chaos channeling. Wow, that's probably good. Each enemy has. I've seen this one be really successful as well. Yeah. Yeah. We gotta be mindful when we do our fusions of the elements of our creatures. We kind of skip that a lot of times, and that kind of fucks me. So. I think it's time to go do the Volpez. So what do we want to do here? I think I want to do... I usually go for the defense, but I'm kind of feeling like maybe we do the health instead this time? Maybe we do health. I mean, defense is good, but I just feel like... I feel like health gives you, like, more cover, like a more... broad coverage against different types of like shit, right? 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, I guess I would probably want a sword for like him, right? If I was to combine him with like someone, but I think I'm gonna get rid of this dude too. I had him last time, but I don't think we want 2 death, and I think he just doesn't really fit in 100% with the plan, so I'm gonna just max up as much as I can on these. Expensive, yeah, but I kind of need to get these items for my creatures. It's a lot of health to just not get, right? Like, it's very easy to just overlook, but I mean, it is 20% health. Like, that's a fuckload of health, so. Let's go and put some spell gems on here. Holy protection is amazing. We definitely use that. That makes me feel very good. And if I can get that a sorcery creature, that'd be really nice. Oh, it's gonna be the that phase warrior. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking amazing. Okay. We need to go to Azure Dream and do this. So go here. We can start moving around. Excuse me. We get our Unicorn Vivifier. We can decide if we get the Cherubs and stuff. I'll probably go for the Might and the Leech next. We can get the Fire Priest, see if we want to do something with these dudes for damage. Probably want to get a Fire Priest. I don't know if I ever want to get the Sanctum dude, but we'll see. Right. No rush. I definitely got to make sure I plan out my fusions here very appropriately. I'm going to really take a second to really think about, you know, what I want for my fusions. I want to make sure I get the elements. I gotta have at least one of all the elements, and you know, go from there, right? So that Holy Protection is very, very interesting. It's kind of fucked though because it's such a good ability, but I don't think he has a lot of speed. Is the problem? So I don't know. It's kind of like the limitation of it. The debuff immunity was really good. I don't think that you get debuff immunity as Pyromancer. Oh, I think it was like... I think it does remove debuffs actually, which is crazy. It might be like every time they take burn damage, like you lose a debuff or some shit. It's like ridiculous. I don't know. Yeah, we'll probably get rid of the Reaper dude. I want to go get one of the O-Signs maybe and do the Resurrect build, but the Resurrect loops have limitations, which is what concerns me with those. Like, I feel like you gotta kind of go all in with those, and I don't know. I remember, like, I've done it in the past, and the problem was, like, you would still just get killed a lot, even if you revived. It just kind of was shitty. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably play a little bit more with the bot. I just kind of wanted to showcase it a lot this video. I mean... you can see it's really good, right? It doesn't fail very often. It did have that one failure. I mean, it happens, right? I don't know exactly what happened. Normally in a situation like that, I would go into the AI, like with literally the logs. There's so many logs it outputs. It's got the whole internal world map and everything. It's very detailed with all the information that it outputs. So I would just go and throw that in, and then I would literally see if it can fix it. I would try like 4 or 5 times, which, by the way, because the generations take like, you know, up to 300 seconds, it's 5 minutes. So I can take like 10 minutes just to test a single prompt. It's really fucking annoying. And that's even with me using prompts to like merge my prompts, to merge all my code base files together to create the prompt. And yeah, I was thinking I need to make like a tool to actually apply the Gemini Pro output, right, into my code base, like actually. But it was a little too late for me to have that thought. But that would have been a really nice thought to have. If I could automate, you know, bringing that over, that would have been really useful. Because then you're getting closer to that kind of like, you know, vibe coding-esque, you know, cursor-like experience, except you're not using cursor. Yeah, so, yeah. So, he'll sometimes go for the other, like the chest and stuff, which is cool, but... it's not, it was something I set so that it wouldn't, like, ban them, because it was, like, banning them from ever, like, interacting with them, but you just can't get it. I was trying to get it so it would, like, investigate every tile, like, 10 times, and, it just wasn't working really well, no matter what I tried. I was trying to be really clever, and it's just not, nothing was really working, so. I really hate this, I hate this zone. This is definitely not a zone that, I want to be in. I mean, this actually, like, later on, when my Reaver class, like, when I have more perks out, it'd actually be fine, because, I want to see what his level and shit is. What's the level 4? Mine is level 7. That is the difference. Level is way lower. Does he have the items, too? He does not have my items. That's going to be a huge difference. And it only had 3 of my creatures. But it will eventually have all my creatures. I wonder how... It'll probably just randomly generate spells and items over time as it gets stronger, so... It's just going to be a work in progress type thing. So... Let's go ahead and do the unicorn with fire. I definitely want these dudes. I don't know if I want to get 2 of them in my party, but I might. Let's get the wealth, and then we got some good loot there. Curios. Okay, kind of good stuff. Give me some wealth. These dudes are some annoying ass fuckers, though, I must say. I mean, do they stack? Like, god damn. I think, no, they don't stack, but the thing is, if one dies, then you have another one. So, it's kind of like, they don't stack, but they kind of do. So. Yeah, I want to get the leech again. The leech and the, I need to decide if I'm doing any kind of like revive shenanigans. The revive shenanigans were good. I think I just need to. I need the guy that attacks and revives. I need him so that when he attacks, they revive, and then I also need the when my party members attack and revive. So I need like 2 vivifiers. I'll probably come back here again, I guess. Get another vivifier. Ooh. Have something cool, please. That's cool, but I'm not feeling it. It's not good enough. 10% is not, If it was like 30%, I'm like, oh, I'm getting this. Like, you're fucking good. 10% doesn't, it's like balance. Like, I don't want balance. Okay. Let's head on out. This again. Yeah, it says it doesn't stack. Damn. It's annoying. Fire Priest. I mean, I really do like the concept of this. It's not that bad. I wonder if this stacks with the Apocalypse well. Should probably check. Definitely need this too. I'm probably not gonna have room for this dude, but I'm gonna make him anyway. Alright, so hypothetically, let's just look. If we were to fuse, like what are we looking at here? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10. I have 2 more slots, hypothetically. I'm going to write this down, too. I want to make this more formal in the future. So, if I want to go for a revive type build, which I don't want to do the boss of Cherub, I think. I think I'm going to do 2 unicorn vivifiers. I think unicorn vivifier plus crit bat, and the unicorn vivifier plus the Valkyrie skill. That actually gives me 2 life, which is really good. Yeah, I think that's really solid. So that gives me like 2 sources of revive. That uses up 4 slots, which is a little annoying, but it is something. Ebony plus probably like Nephilim, Shield Bearer. I'll probably mix and match these a little bit. So I want to get my pocket. So the Nephilim Shield Bearer definitely has to get wiped out. So we can probably put that with my Apocalypse, actually, with one of them. Apocalypse. I think Apocalypse for stats. I think Apocalypse stats is good. I'll probably get rid of the Apocalypse damage that I have in my party right now. The Naxxer, the Inox Apocalypse is, yeah. I mean, this is good. I just don't think it's necessary, right? I think we get rid of that. Apocalypse stats plus Nephilim show bearer. I think that's solid. And then we probably want. Do I want these dudes? So this is. Where's the other Apocalypse stat? Actually, did I not get him? No, I definitely have him. What? Did I not make him? Is it because he's in my party? Where is he? I might not have gotten he. I don't think I actually got him. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, let's go get one from Great Pandemonium. I thought I interacted, but I guess not. I hate this. Oh, it's 25%. That's not that bad. Does their trade stack? Their trade does stack. That's pretty interesting. Oh, they're kind of tanky right now. Why are they so tanky? I got mending and shit. Kind of chunk at me a little bit here. I need to hurry up and get this Apocalypse for myself so I can actually scale. Need to kill this dude. That invisibility is annoying as fuck. How does this work with these dudes? Because it doesn't have any spells, I guess, right now. I was gonna say, it says that doesn't stack, right? Maybe it does stack. I don't know. I wasn't paying enough attention. Oh, there's like so many of these. Fuck. I hate that invisibility. It's annoying. There we go. Apocalypse. You're fucking me up. Thing is that if you just get shit on though, you get shit on. We need the phase warrior. I'm gonna put him down too. That's gonna be my sorcerer, which is gonna be nice. Gotta think about what I'm gonna do with him. It lasts some health. So it does give minus 5% health. Not that much, but it's a little something. Wow, there's a lot of these now. Okay. Gonna run the bot. As I think about my party, so, yeah, I definitely think yeah, so we got that. We got all this. We got the warrior, the int. We'll probably keep the we'll keep the sorcerer, dude. It's really we just go for the defensive stuff, right? Oh, I don't have. Do I not have the amaranth? Let me look. Where is my planetary amaranth? I know I have to have one. We're gonna have to double check that. Planetary amaranth. Go get one of those. I have to go get more of the oh fuck. It only gets messed up, man, when I like restart it. Ooh, oh, it's knowledge. Damn. I was hoping it was the one with the spells. I think that is possible, but I don't know. It's been so long. I don't really recall. Oh, this is fantastic, man. This is so nice seeing this script work, though. I mean, it's just. It's just, I don't know. It's just such a feat of technology. I've always wanted a script that could do this. Like, and I never know how to do it. And yeah, obviously this isn't using AI, but an AI solution would probably be way, way harder to implement. I don't even know where to start with something like that. I would love to learn, but this dude, man. I'd love to learn, but yeah, it's not going to be happening anytime soon. I kind of missed the AI train. I kind of get it though. How people do that and they make it like 800. Like it is another level, man. To like really be frontier AI. Come on, there's no way that this is locking it up. I was supposed to say that because there's paths to the left and the right. I can get it when it's just a single path and there's no ways, but this is fine. So yeah, it's pretty chill. We got the apocalypse. We're gonna grab that. merge it into something, and it's gonna be that. I think the key really is I want to make sure I have like all my creatures that have like useful passive effects like merged into something that's a little bit tanky. So it's the only exception is going to be, of course, the unicorn vivifiers, right? But maybe I can get like a low-hanging fruit type creature that everyone targets, put it on the left, and then that would be fine. So I don't know. We'll have to see. It would be interesting also too if I had something like a rock golem or something that could outlast any damage, but it's, I don't know. After getting beat by those devils, man, I'm like, it was a very stressful fight. Like, I don't even know what fucking happened. I just got wiped out. They just annihilated me. So, I just gotta avoid these creature masters, I think, and I'll be alright. Damn, these things are tanky. The crazy thing is we're on turn 5, right? So it's like, oh, we're on turn 7. Jesus, my creature's done like 200% damage. I still not enough. Like, what? How? It's crazy. I mean, obviously their creatures aren't doing enough either, but I just feel like I'd be much more overwhelmingly strong. So, whatever. It's gonna get every single tile here. Look at that. Beautiful. It even went all the way in there. So there's the creature master over there. We're not going to fight. It's going to go even get up the tiles at the top. Beautiful. 100%. Okay. Should finish up right here. It's going to, yep, there it is. Okay. That's another thing I tried to get it to do, is actually be able to tell when it's done running when there's no more tiles, but it's just like too difficult. So it's like weird, right? Like you would think like that would be an easy task, but like it's really not. It's like such a hard task because it has to. The big problem with like knowing when it's done is it needs to be like able to like mark tiles as banned, but like tiles can get removed from the map. So it's like there's just a lot of factors with the tile states, and I tried to make it logical and stuff with the rules, and I checked over it periodically, and I tried to like. But a lot of times I don't write code because it's like you'll write code, but then the AI will be like, well, I can do this better, and I'll just rewrite your algorithm or some shit. I have like prompts to address that, so it's not too bad anymore. But like a lot of times you get like side effects when you're like getting other changes, and it doesn't matter how hard you try. Like eventually your code that you hand write is gonna get overwritten by AI code, so you might as well just fully commit to the AI code and try and make it work. So that's how I feel anyway. So one thing I was thinking with this is you could do the Cerberus with, is it here still? Not this. What was the, it was the cat. I guess I didn't do it. It wasn't this one, it was the other one. I must not have done it because I don't have the planetary amaranth. Let's go to Attorney's End, I guess. I don't have the knights either. I gotta think, do I want the leech? I don't know if I want the leeching. The leeching is good, but I think the 30% heal is probably the better part. Right, getting extra heal is really useful. Because it applies to mending and the leeching, so it's like doubly useful, right? Like, I don't know. Feels really good. Wow, that could be really useful. I want to get the thing where I need to get like evolution and stuff. Those are spells that are like really nice, especially when it comes to the scaling. You just as a reaver, just can't be beat. So. There was the ghost that gave the buff on heal, but I feel like I don't want that one anymore. Like, as nice as that sounded on paper, it wasn't that good. Also, can we acknowledge the fact that my characters are even taking damage right now? Like, I know I don't have my Doom Guard here, but Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my goodness. It's brutal. Oh my god, he's got so many buffs. I just want to kill this dude. Why is the game so laggy right now? It like really slowed down. Feels like. It's really laggy actually here. What? This is cheat engine 5 times speed. This zone. Maybe I've just had the game open too long. I've had the game open for a while. The problem with this lag is that it's going to make my bot not work. But it's kind of weird because it just kind of started out of nowhere. But I'm going to go ahead and restart the game. I've been playing this game. I've at least had this game open for like days now, I feel like. So, but yeah, you can see the dramatic slowdown. It is very slow here. I guess it's my dude over here who's taking the damage, and he has literally no defense, so it makes sense. But wow, he has greater defense than that guy. That's actually pretty good. That's real defense. That's a real defense value, 93. That's not a real defense value. I'm not gonna run the bot. I think it's just a little laggy right now. So cool. Increase maximum projects done. Fantastic. Might as well go ahead and do these. Why not? Did I get the Amaranth? I think I fought him, but I did. I remember fighting for. I just want to make sure though. Yeah. I think, yeah, as long as I don't fight the creature masters, I think I'm fine. Once I get the Satyr and the Phase Warrior, I think I'll be okay. Like the no cast one is going to be super useful. Like you can only cast once a turn, and you can only attack once a turn. And then I get the Phase Warrior. That Phase Warrior is really strong. I remember that being like an essential component. Because I think that affects literally like poison, burn, like all that shit. It's just too useful. So I kind of want to go into the portals and shit. Because I need resources, but this lag is a little annoying. So it's kind of weird. Kind of in a sticky situation, if you will. I don't want to leave. I mean, my creatures are kind of over leveled, but I mean, this is Iron Man, right? I kind of want to just get all resources I can, every chance I get. So, especially in the early game. Again, I want to try and get like resurrection and shit. And so, definitely casting that heal spell on him. Jesus fucking Christ. Like 8 heals cast on him. Oh my god. Red Amber. We got a lot of gems and stuff too. So whenever we go down there and do those, we get like gems and things. It's pretty useful. Kind of tempted to use the cat. I could go for its trait material, and I could do it with the Cerberus and the cat. And the trait material type, or something like that, right? So you get 3 of a spell and you give to everyone. You can give like everyone revive or something, which would be a really powerful combination of stuff. Like, imagine giving them shell revive. Like, oh my god, what's killing my party? Like, get like affliction, some of those other abilities and stuff. So evolution, the trait spell. My characters get like 6 traits. I think debuffs are definitely the way to go, though. Those are like the most powerful things. I remember, I think it was Affliction, but was it Affliction? I think it was like Affliction or something. But something just gives your enemies a random debuff, like all of them 1 debuff, and then yeah, I think it's Affliction. And then, but what happens is the Reaver, you cast spells for free, and you can cast them multiple times, and so it's like you just put like 18 debuffs on them, and you just max the debuffs on them, like. Can't win. Oh no! Oh shit, we might lose here. I gotta be very careful here. I need to kill this dude ASAP. Because he is going to be the biggest threat. Oh fuck. Let's go ahead and do it like that, I guess. And let's do shell. Oh my god, this is not good. This is really not good. Oh, thank god. That was really scary. We have to hit these guys with debuffs and hope for the best. I'm gonna kill the dude up top last because I think he's the weakest when it comes to actually like an actual fight. So I think Shell's really fucking strong here, so this is gonna be really good. I'm gonna keep casting Holy Protection every turn. Oh shit. Did I just attack my own creature? Damn, we just got that's annoying. I can do this. That'll get him. That goes through invisibility. Nice, we played that perfectly. And we had to play that very carefully because those demigods can actually fuck you up pretty hard, so I'm glad we were able to actually beat that. You gotta be really careful with these creature masters. Can't fuck around, can't just like, oh, I'm gonna just do whatever. You gotta like actually fucking put some effort in. Especially that one, because that Aju Burku, or Aja Burka, or whatever the fuck it is, that motherfucker is crazy. He starts casting those spells, spell roulette, it's always gonna turn the battle in enemy's favor, given enough time. So, well, not always, because I would have definitely always won every fight with that thing. It'll cast like the revive all creatures spell and all that shit, and sometimes and fuck you up. So, but it can turn the tides if you're losing and winning. I guess it's very random. It's kind of scary in that sense, right? Your fate is totally up to RNG. Okay. Alright, I think that's good enough. Let's go and leave. Make my Amaranth. Or take a quick stock and additional projects again. Blacksmith is definitely where we're going with that. Where is it? What? Planetary Amaranth. Bro, the game is bugging. No, the game is bugging. I'm so confused. The game's bugged. There's no Planetary Amaranth. What? Hold up. Where is it? Bro. I don't get it. I'm gonna restart the game. And then I'm gonna save and exit like this, and then I'm gonna do an actual restart. Let me say. There's Blobberian. What the fuck is going on? Is this a different character I'm playing? I have to be on a different character right now. A's, D's, B's, C's? This is the other character. Hold up. Yeah, this is... No, that's the wrong one. I think I defaulted to just going to my character I go to when I'm testing. I need to go to the first one. Here we go. Here we go. I don't know why I don't have the Planetary Amaranth, but... Okay, well... Did I, like, lose? I didn't lose. It is definitely there, and I definitely fought 2 of them. I don't know. Yeah, Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to just revisit it. Oh, I might have actually restarted a game. Where's the D.1 for creatures? This is pretty useful, actually. We're gonna get 2 of those immediately. We're gonna need those. I'm gonna grab 1 more of this. We're gonna be using those. Okay. I don't care about that too much. That's not really amazing. Okay. We're gonna have to go look for a planetary amaranth again. And I'm guessing the game must have crashed or something. Which is why it's not sped up, is because I guess I must have restarted the game or something. I don't know. Either way, the fact that I don't have a planetary amaranth is very interesting. But I'm going to take a quick stop real quick. And I'll think about my build and we'll worry about tomorrow, I guess, with what I want to do. So, yeah, leech, unicorn, vivifier. I wonder if there's like a certain limit on how many... I was gonna say, is there like a limit on how many creatures I can have there? No way, right? That would have been insane. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, it's so weird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see. Just putting all my creatures down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 creatures. It gives me 2 more slots still. I don't know. The problem, I'm really annoyed right now by the... Do I have my unicorn vivifiers? Yeah, I do. Maybe I need to fuse a few and then maybe it'll pop up or something. I really don't know what's going on with that, but I'm gonna figure out the combinations and then we'll kind of go from there. I should have 2 unicorn vivifiers too. What is going on? That's really weird. Okay. I know for a fact I'm gonna do this combination, so I might as well. I want the chaos. I want one of them. And the other one's gonna be the Valkyrie Scout, so we can do crit bat. Man, that defense stat is trash. I really hate that. But it is what it is, I guess. That's why I don't know. Should I just do unicorn? I should do life version here. I feel like I have to. I have to do life version because the life has like all these auto defense things that are gonna keep them from dying. So I kind of want to do that. I feel like the defense on him isn't very high, but it's on him is very, very high. So I think I'll probably prioritize chaos over nature. Yeah, because I'm gonna have this Satyr, so this is fine. So this was int plus a Hawk, and then we had unicorn, crit bat. Like I already these are done, confirmed, and then I was gonna do my apocalypse. Alright, I did the apocalypse. Right. Okay. And then we need to do Valkyrie with a vivifier. I don't know where my other vivifier is, but okay. I guess it's lost forever. I'll have to look for it. Shield bearer and the what do I want to put the shield bearer with? I don't have a creature to really put it with right now. Here's what it looks like. But it's supposed to go with the so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 3 more creature slots available right now. Deposit. I want to get rid of him. guess, for now. I really was hoping to get the planetary. There's still like 3 creatures that I need to get, so it's kind of annoying that I don't actually have them right now. I need the planetary Amaranth, I need the Leech, and the Phase Warrior. I can't get yet, but I need to decide on what the other 3 creatures I want to get are. So I'm gonna have to think about that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7, 8, and 9. So I have 9 out of 12. So yeah, I don't know what these other 3 are gonna be. I could do the revival stuff. I could do like Boss the Cherub. I could do the Might, and I could do the Osign or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's not really what I want. I should also start getting these, I guess. Keep thinking about it, but not doing it. Oh, I want to get their artifacts. Isn't there like a thing? Yeah. There we go. Really? There we go. Okay, there we go. Get those, and then that's pretty solid. And yeah. This one is pretty good. Pretty good. It's not the highest defense anymore, but it's pretty decent. Levels are good, yeah. Alright, next stream we'll go in and we're gonna, grind up a little bit harder. I'm gonna try and figure out what these last 3 creatures I want are. I mean, I do want to get the Paragons, but I mean, I can't get the Paragons yet, right? So it's like not really a point worrying about that right this second. Normally it would probably be Paragons, but I'll have to worry about that later. So it's gonna be it for now. I got to show off my bot, and